Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to hop on to the beginning of my review of the Model X and just mention a few things. I had limited time with the Model X, and so there were a few things that I wanted to test out in review, but I just didn't get a chance to. So a couple of those things, I wanted to cover the performance side of this because I didn't get to record this when I actually had it in my hands. The Model X P100D is insanely fast, or maybe I should say ludicrously fast. Whenever I turned on ludicrous mode, it literally took my breath away when I was at a complete stop at a stoplight and then floored it. The 0 to 60 time on the P100D Model X is 2.9 seconds. So, I mean, there's very few cars, even sedans and sports cars, that are faster than that. So it really is an impressive performance car. The other thing that I'll mention is that the performance version of the Model X gives you about 289 miles. And if you remove the performance version, it does give you a little bit more at 295 miles, so just under 300 miles of range on the regular 100D Model X. But when you add that performance package, you do lose about 6 miles of range. And you also pay for that performance version as well. So I wanted to cover those few things because, as you'll probably see, I didn't touch on that when I actually had the Model X in my hands, unfortunately. So without further ado, enjoy the Model X review. I just rhymed. What is going on? It's Sean with another Tesla video, and if it looks like I'm not in my Model S, you are exactly right. Tesla was kind enough to loan me a P100D Model X for about a day. So thank you to Tesla, and thank you to Sharif at the Park Meadows Tesla store. I just got done taking my family to Estes Park for the day. We took a road trip, drove up to the mountains, did some lunch at the Stanley Hotel, went to Rocky Mountain National Park, also did some games and some fun rides in town. And I wanted to see if I could take an opportunity to do some videos about the Model X. As maybe some of you saw my previous video from several days ago, letting you know that I'm happy to answer any questions. So one of the things that is quite remarkable, and one of the things that I noticed almost immediately when I got into the car, is the windshield. You can see right above me, this is the windshield that I look through when I'm looking straight ahead, but Tesla has actually continued that windshield all the way up to pretty much over my head. And so what you get is full view of not only what's in front of you, but what's above you. And a trip like Estes Park made it very enjoyable. In fact, my wife drove, and so I got to sit in the passenger seat and enjoy the views. So where the Model S has the panoramic and all glass roof, the Model S has this windshield that just is huge. It's quite incredible. So that's one of the things that stands out to me about this car, and that's quite remarkable, is just how much you can actually see as you're driving, and how much light there is. Now, it's not too bright though, because this section here, you can kind of see, like right in this area, it starts to get tinted and all the way back. So I haven't had any issues with it. One of the concerns of mine was, is it going to be too hot? It wasn't too hot of a day today in Denver and up in Estes Park, but I don't think it was too bad. Now, maybe I might have a different opinion if it was in the high 90s or triple digits in Denver, but fortunately it was cooler. So this is one of my favorite aspects of the car, and I'll go through here in a moment and talk about some of the other interesting things about the Model X right now. Now this is Tesla's top of the line Model X, the P100D, and it is chocked full of features and tech. So whether it's the Falcon wing doors or Autopilot 2.0 or even the self-presenting doors, I think are really, really nice. This is quite an incredible car, but you also pay for it. If you max out this car, this can be north of $140,000, $150,000. So if you want the best of the best, this is definitely it. Now, there's a few things that I was really curious about the middle and back seats. One of them being, how easy is it to get car seats in? And I actually am quite surprised. In comparison to the Model S, this is so much easier. I'm blown away about how much room there is. There's no finagling like you have to with the Model S when getting a car seat into the car. With this, it's just a simple drop in. It's quick and easy, and I even think that the little latch hooks in the seats are a little bit easier to find than in the Model S. You'll also notice that there's quite a bit of headroom. In fact, there's probably a little bit more I can sit up here. You'll see here, there's plenty of headroom for a tall guy with this glass strip right here. Now, one of the other things that I was really curious about is, can an adult really fit in this third row? So let's see how it is. All right. Oh man. My knees don't even fit in. So if you do have a car seat, and when my family and I were up in Estes Park, this is where we had the seats positioned. So if you're an adult and you're trying to sit back here, you're probably going to have to move these seats forward a little bit for knee room. Now, how much headroom is there? There's actually not very much. My head is touching the glass. So as an adult on a long trip in the third row, you're gonna fit, but it's not gonna be the most spacious as far as headroom goes. Now, I'm about 6'1", 6 feet 1 inch, and so if you're a shorter person, shorter than me, then you may be just fine. But if you're a taller guy, and certainly any taller than 6 feet 1 inch, you're gonna have a hard time fitting back here. But with the seat move forward, I will say it's pretty nice. And if you do not have the full third row, you can actually stretch your feet out, which is kind of nice. So third row is not bad. You've even got cup holders back here, and you've even got a USB to plug in your electronic devices. So not too bad, actually. I'm impressed. Aside from the headroom and aside from the legroom, I think it's okay. But if you've got a car seat in here, I don't know if that's actually going to, you're going to be able to fit car seat and adults in the back. Thanks so much for tuning in to this video. I appreciate it. And if there was something that I did not cover that you want me to answer in the comments, just put it down there. Also, if this has been helpful to you, please, and you're in the market for a new or inventory Tesla, you can use my referral code. It allows me to unlock certain prizes and rewards that Tesla incentivizes their owners as well. It gets you $1,000 off a new or inventory Tesla, and through the end of 2017, free supercharging for life. How cool is that, right? So go ahead and use the link, the referral link that's down below. And if there's any other questions about Tesla, Model X, since I am a Model X owner, or since I am a Model S owner, or the Model X that I had for about a day, feel free and put them in the comments and hit that like button. Thanks so much, and see you in the next video.